Hello, Speed Gaming! We're back with another Super Metroid Randomizer League 2023 match. This is going to be a good one between the A-Team and the Muscle Club. We've got Asger and Solsky facing off, two super strong players. Going to give us a show tonight, I hope. Joining me is Salty Pigeon. How's it going, Salty?
Oh, just being salty. I'm the guy. If anyone doesn't know, I'm the guy with the great memory, and I'm never sarcastic.
Yes, that's
but
right.
but Azur and Solsky, two speedrunning veterans in these game modes, got a lot of cool tech in their utility belt. I think we'll see a lot of fun things tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, and just waiting for things to kick off here. Should be in a second. But this week is week 3. We got major minor item split, which is nice after some of the full countdown stuff we were doing. Fewer checks, but we still have full area, which is slightly less nice, and boss shuffle, which can be a little frustrating at times. But
And Solsky is the buffest looking grape I've ever seen. So no wonder they're called the Muscle Club.
Is that a grape or is it an eggplant?
It can be whatever you want it to be, dude.
I'll go with grape.
Okay, I won't argue with you. Asder and Solsky have done a lot of rando stuff. SMZ3, Super Metroid Rando. They know all the ins and outs. They have way more knowledge than I could even pretend to know about. But if you want to stick around, I will make up random stories for you and tell you things that I think are true. And then chat will correct me, because that's how we roll here.
Yeah. Let's just tell lies. Okay, so down here, when they get the Morph Ball, they're going to have to do 2 tracks of a Mario Kart game, and then maybe a couple of rounds of Punch-Out, and then they can go get the second one.
Yeah, whoever gets Tyson down first is going to be in the lead.
I've heard that's kind of tough to do.
Well, I don't run that game, but I thought we were making stuff up. How is my volume now, chat?
I cranked mine a little bit too, just to
Audio balance is off. Okay, let me turn my gain down.
Whoa, we got power bombs. That's nice. And an E-tank in the ceiling.
This is just one match, so we're gonna be seeing. We got teams. We got 28 teams, 3 players per team. So Asder and Solsky just doing this one match against each other. We had Apathy Duck run against Andy earlier today. I won't ruin that for you just in case you missed it. But we had D-Web and Tracy on comms for that, and it was a lot of fun. So go back and check that out if you would like to know.
All right, so in this first part here, we've got missiles and power bombs, but we don't have super missiles. I'm hoping we see them soon, because some of these seeds, they like to withhold the ammo in a way that makes it kind of frustrating.
Okay, chat. IP is super loud in my headphones. And how is the volume now? Am I doing any better on the volume? Because I don't want to scream in your ears. Better? Plump says better. Okay, so I will try and keep it here. Good enough? Okay, I'm sitting way back from my mic. I thought I turned my gain down enough. But we got a meme route check from Asder, and it was totally vanilla.
Yeah, it was. I missed that. I did see that Asger grabbed those supers, but Solsky did not. So we're hoping there for Solsky that there's some other supers up here. So yeah, if not, that's going to be going all the way back down here for Solsky eventually if you can't find any good supers and there's no good transitions on the left.
Yeah, and Solsky definitely wants to find his tempered sword, so all the Zelda bosses are easier.
Definitely. I think the supers, or I mean the silvers might be in Lower Norfair this time, but we'll see.
Okay, so as you're coming back, maybe check in the Torium portal? Nope.
Did you catch that first portal? I didn't see what it was for Azure.
I think it was top of Green Bryn. Or not top of Green Bryn, but top of Green Hill.
Oh, okay. No, I thought that was
Aqueduct,
Meme Route. I meant
Pagodor.
the
I was
other.
way gone. Oh yeah, yeah. Meme Route got on the Green Bryn.
Yeah,
So
Meme Route was
Meme Route was
vanilla.
vanilla.
Yeah.
Tego to Aqueduct. Okay.
Wow, this seed really wants them to go to Green Brand. Oh, nice, a reserve tank. Yes, the best. Oh no, wait, sorry, not the best item.
No, but a great name for an energy drink. And we definitely didn't talk about that last time, so we can talk about it again.
Definitely.
I mean, for the first time.
Yeah, the jokes will be definitely funnier for anyone who heard the last one. All right, more E-tanks. I mean, it sounds sarcastic when I say that, but it's not. Like, at this stage, you want 3 to 5 at least to not have to worry about it anymore, depending on your skill level. All right, what do we got here? As you're going in Wave Gate. Solski still up in Criteria, checking out the stuff there.
And for those that don't know, Wave Gate's called Wave Gate because you normally want to have Wave Beam here to open it up. But if you know Super Metroid stuff, you can hit with a Super Missile. So that's how things happen. I'm trying to do my most obvious John Madden thing. I can't do the voice, but I can do the content of what he says to give you John Madden stuff. Pat Summerall is my co-commentator. He's somewhat of a perfectionist, although incompetent at times. But he'll tell you how beautiful it was that he got down to the 20 there with no flags on the play.
All right, so Azure with 1 power bomb. I'm guessing we're not going to get any other power bomb checks because he wants to get over there to the left of Green Bren and see what's going on down here at early supers and Edicoons and whatever. Although he's going to need to pick up another power bomb to get down there, which is where he goes right away. Makes sense. So
Now, where did Asper get those early supers?
Meme Route, the one behind Morph Ball.
Ah, okay.
Since Solski didn't do Meme Route. Yeah, and this is what I was afraid of for Solski. He's been checking items left and right, not a single super in sight. And now he goes in here to Green Bren, he's going to get soft locked. Unless he goes up here and grabs the supers out of Meme Route first, which is exactly what he's doing.
And I also got to say that you were right. Solski is definitely a buff eggplant. Grapes have nothing to do with it.
No, Solski didn't do it, didn't check the item. And now he can't. Unless, now he can. The game taketh and giveth in equal measure.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Billy Mays, left of Billy Mays this time. One of the comms remembered the super there, because one of the comms has a great memory. I'm not going to tell you which one has the great memory, but...
I don't know if I'd say great,
It could have been things and or stuff.
Things and or stuff is good. That's what most of the race is going to be. Things and or stuff. And Asdra picking up a couple of things, and there's a very nice thing.
Screw attack for Asdra, X-ray for
Picking up
Solski.
another thing. Not as great yet. Maybe great later.
Yeah, X-ray is kind of more along the lines of stuff. Asdra getting the nice reverse mock ball. That's not super trivial.
Oh wow, yeah, that's awesome. I missed
so that was very nice. Cool. Stuff and things brought to you by non-copyrighted commentators. Please subscribe and follow Asdra and Solski for being, like really good at pressing buttons on the Nintendo controller and stuff. Also, on tracking, we have Ace Zero. And Ace is also super good at pressing buttons, and they're all very good people. So, on a serious note, yes, shout out to all of them. Thank you for being here.
All right, what do we got at the top of Green Bryn here? Nothing fun, but Azure's gonna go check out this crab hole. Did he save? I hope so. This is gonna be a one-way trip.
Azure's too good for saves. It's gonna be fine.
Just gonna find the gravity sitting down here.
This is
crab hole.
Yeah, this is BA Bar Azure we're talking about here. He pities the fool that doesn't do what he does.
Pities the fool who doesn't do crab hole.
Oh no, but he can't go back now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It could be a one-way trip. I'm assuming with that fast reset, without contemplating his life choices, he did make a save.
I thought I was the one that said that, and you commented or cursed them, because I don't do that kind of thing.
Hey, I am not about the curses. I'm about the blessings. I hope both win. Both runners win. That's my hope for this seed.
Yes, the end of the seed. The
Down
end of the seed will
frame.
Be 111.11 for both of them.
Pure objectivity. Down to the frame. Everyone wins. Let's all go home and have cake.
For those that have no idea what's going on right now, I'll try and do my best John Madden for you. Week 3 is major minor for item locations, so we don't have the full item tomfoolery like we did in week 2. It's just major minor. Full area rando. Bosses are shuffled around. We got a vanilla meme route. And so both runners are checking out Green Bryn to find some progression. Nobody has a clear lead as of yet. So we just have a really buff Eggplant and a really good Asder playing some Super Metroid. You haven't missed much. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah, Asder's, I would say, like Nebdi mentions in chat, I would say Asder's a little bit ahead because I feel like he's covered a little bit more ground, but that might dwindle now if he's going to go do some of those criteria checks that Solsky already did. So that could sort of... Solsky didn't find really anything of use, as you can see by their items. Solsky did this already, the bomb chorizo, and, but yeah, so that's not going to be great for Azure, but I mean, you can't not check this item, really.
I really love the flex by the Eggplant going down the elevator. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It looks really buff and very happy to be here and show off.
Arnold. Yeah. Good old Arnold. Oh no.
No need to get to the chopper yet because no bosses have been defeated, but they both have choppers and they're both functional, so at the end they can go there if they wish to.
Alright, Azure doing the gauntlet play with that screw attack. That's pretty good idea. And Azure's routing actually works out really awesome here. Way better than Solsky's in terms of checking this major, because Azure did the meme route and all the Green Bryn stuff and then ended up with that screw attack, which makes this way simpler.
Yeah, Azure's only going to need one power bomb to get through this, and that's right here by the major, and then you can just screw attack through the rest. And there's charge beam, so that's huge right there.
Yeah.
So that's got to put him in at least some of a lead.
All right, just now clip into Mother Brain's room and win the game, right? That's all that's left. Charge spazer shots and
yeah, we got X-ray, so it's good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is going to be like a 22-minute seed. Thank you for joining us today. I love talking to y'all. Oh wait, the rules state we have to beat all the bosses. Okay, we will be here a while.
I don't remember if Solsky had enough PBs when he was up there to actually get out of Gauntlet. He may have only had one pack then, so it would have been pointless.
Well, as a salty pigeon and my perfect memory, he only had one pack at that point.
There you go.
So I think...
Trust the pigeons.
I think that was the right play.
They know what's going on. Pigeons are streetwise, you know? They have that street smarts.
And we say coo, so, it works out.
You know, and all the times we've done commentary together, I don't think I've ever heard you say coo even once, honestly.
You know what, IP? That's pretty coo. But we'll work on it.
Boom, supers. Although we already had 'em.
CWJ. Azure obviously gonna get it first try.
Oh, come on. No cursing.
Come on. Yes.
Oh, good. No cursing.
Commentator blessing.
Commentator blessing.
Nice
That's
jump.
right.
I'm gonna get back to Red Brim.
I'm going to flip the script on that. Yeah, I think we just give commentator blessings. No cursing here. It's not allowed.
And if it happens, it's not intentional, I promise. Because the only person in this entire league I don't like is the Hasherbot for giving me that seed last week. Otherwise, y'all are cool.
Definitely. Pretty cool community we got here, I gotta say. Way cooler than most, in my opinion, that I've been a part of. All right, now Azure is getting to explore some Red Tower a little bit. I think that's a new area we haven't seen yet. What's up the elevator? I saw
Crocland.
Ooh, Croc, huh?
Or at least
Azure
Croc's
saying
portal.
nope. Yeah, I think Glove mentioned in chat that people underestimate the time that these elevators take up. And I mean, yeah, I've always realized they take a lot of time, but to think about how to integrate that into your strategy is really interesting.
Although with Aster's color palette, it makes it kind of hard to commentate where he is in Brinstar, because Red Brim looks pretty green Bryn to me.
Turquoise Bryn.
Turquoise Bryn. And Aqua Bryn.
Aqua Bryn, yeah, that's a good one. Now Solsky coming back with that screw attack. Yeah, gonna get that charge. Don't sleep on Solsky. Solsky's got it.
Yeah, and if Solsky can get the hammer and at least a sword upgrade for Link, then we're gonna be in major go mode here.
Yeah, and they're pretty much even again.
This is SMZ3, right?
I thought it was Z1R.
Okay, well then we have an issue, because I don't know what's going on.
The graphics are a lot better than I remember.
Yeah, they really are. Okay, so as they're keeping the pipe in check.
Yeah, I would hold off on the pipe. Yeah, right. I wouldn't bust it right away, because without high jump, without gravity, it's going to slow you down going through it every time. So, I mean,
So
hold it
Lower
if you can
Norfair.
find somewhere else.
Definitely. So we do have Lower Norfair, what would be the regular Upper Norfair elevator. And top of West Meridia.
Yeah.
So not a lot of great things to find when you're suitless.
And I think Azure already saw the two bottom ones, so there's no reason to drop down. Because that can be in logic. You can be forced to drop down from the top, even suitless, just to get to Main Street. Like, say your gravity's at Crade and Crade's at Main Street. You could be forced to do that, but that's not the case this time, because Azure already saw those two portals, I believe.
Well, it's very true. Crab Hole could be in logic. But it would be a gamble, so you'd want to have a save close by, so you go check that without having to worry about backtracking too much.
Yeah.
And as you're getting the Bubble Mountain, no problem here.
It's not a thing.
So with the energy with the energy Asder has, getting up to speed bugs and giving this a check.
Look at that right side. I'm jealous.
We'll see 3 major checks, I think.
As you're doing that right side, 1 out of 2 frame perfect jump like it's nothing.
I learned that from Zost, although I only get it like once out of every 5 tries, not first try like Asder. But
Yeah,
it is very cool.
I couldn't find any stuff about it. I had to go beg into the chat last night to get some videos, and people in the community were very helpful, giving me some info. I'm going to try to learn that. So maybe in like 6 or 7 years, you'll see me pull off that strat. So.
You heard it, folks. A 2030 champion, competent perfectionist.
That's me.
You better start working hard now to keep up with them.
Yep. I'm like the turtle in the race. Ooh, high jump boots.
For those that don't know, we do have 4 divisions. There's 28 teams in this league. We're in week 3. We have 4 divisions of 7 teams apiece. So the majority of the races will be between division rivals, at least 1 per week, and then there's an extra week that they seeded it out of division. Playoffs will be a little bit different, but that's about a month away now.
Can't believe
I
it's
think
only a month
after.
away.
I know, it's already been going pretty quick.
It's like half over almost.
The A team and Muscle Club, I thought this was an out-of-division match. I think Muscle Club is in Meridia and A team is in Brinstar. And I could be wrong on everything I just said there.
It's not always the case, though. I know it's the case for me.
Norfair, okay. So yeah, so there's 4 divisions: Criteria, Brinstar, Meridia, and Norfair. 7 teams per division. 6 of the weeks you're going to be going up against division rivals, and I believe the top 4 teams from each division will be going to the playoffs when May comes around. And that, I believe, is all correct. But we have a couple out-of-division matchups as we go through. And I think this is one of them.
Oh, look at that. That's a good find for Ashdar at Norfair Reserve.
Once gravity suit.
Norfair Reserve holding the goods. You know, I pity the fool who skips the Norfair Reserve check. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Mr. T.
You're welcome.
I mean, Mr. IP. Okay, I'm checking right now because now I feel bad about not giving you the right divisional information. So Muscle Club is in Meridia, and the A team is in Norfair. So this is an out-of-division matchup. So it's not going to matter a lot in the long run about who gets into the playoffs or not, but you want to have one of the 4 best records in your division to get to the playoffs. The A team has yet to lose this year. Yeah, they're doing a great job, and Muscle Club has also been very competitive and have a winning record.
They're not called the Muscle Club because they're weak, right?
Yeah, exactly. They're not called that because they're weak. They have a lot of rando experience. They have very good players on the squad. So,
Asher finding a garbage tank at Wave, taking a reset. I wondered if he was going to Crystal Flash there, honestly. But
so we still have not found a boss room yet. This week, bosses are shuffled. So there's going to be a couple bosses you're not going to want to see right off the bat. They do have charge, so Ridley is beatable.
Without Varia at 4 tanks.
Without Varia.
Sure.
Well, I mean,
not
with,
sure
with 30
charge phaser.
Well, they have 30
They have the
supers, so
supers,
if they don't miss.
Right.
But that's not the first option you want to see. You'd rather see Dragon suitless than Ridley with only 4 tanks.
Well, Azure would, because Azure's got the boots and the gravity. I don't think Solsky wants to see Dragon anytime yet.
So if they do find a boss room, they're gonna want to see Crate or Fantoon at this moment.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I forgot that the gravity suit gives a little damage reduction there. So yeah, like Derp mentioned in chat, that the Ridley fight is actually doable for Asder. So I don't think Asder has anything to fear from any of the bosses at this point now. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
it's
have
not
to.
ideal, it's not comfortable, but it's doable for Asder.
Yeah, it's if you're Solsky here, you want to be pretty darn near perfect if you run into that.
Nice E-Tank bailout on Ice Hell Run there. And Solsky getting his booties. It would be cool if like the eggplant had like really bright yellow high top boots on now. That would be cooler if you could actually see the high jump boots, but you know.
I would enjoy that, yes. I don't know why I would enjoy that, but I would enjoy that.
That was I thought a missed opportunity in Dread. Like they took the time to change the graphic of Samus for one suit, but like almost nothing else. Is like, come on, you should have shown us cool stuff every item.
Ooh, the Spood Beaster by Asder, and that's exactly how you pronounce it, Spood Beaster.
I love the Spood Beaster. I mean, you definitely want the Spood Beaster down here in Norfair because you can Spood Beast right through Frog Spoodway and make it back and forth.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yes, and then you don't have to deal with Cathedral anymore. With all that spood.
Yeah. Yeah, and someone in chat mentioning like, wait, hold up, you can shoot those blocks in high jump? Normally you can't. In vanilla you can't, but Varia makes some changes to make things less soft lockable. So it just gives the logic more freedom, probably. So
it's not the Spood Baster. We're not cooking a turkey. It's the Spood Beaster. Like a beast, like a giant enemy that you wouldn't want to come across. But you have Spood, so you can deal with the beast. Anyway, back to things that make logical sense. Incompetent perfectionist, please say words because I'm not so good at those.
Words.
Thank you.
Words are good. Words say things. And look at that tiny eggplant waiting to crystal flash. That's pretty cute. Yeah.
And we just get eggplant orb.
That is a sprite. That is definitely a sprite for sure.
Definitely. It makes you want to go to the grocery store, hit up the produce section, and eat healthier. So I applaud Solsky's decision here.
Look at that. Asher found the back of East Meridia, which is not the best door of East Meridia, but it's an East Meridia door. And at this point, I would be like, yeah, that's where I'm going to. High jump boots, speed, gravity, charge. No reason to go down here. No reason to not go down here, I mean. And now this is a fun change. Anyone who's not Azur's going down the toilet here, probably to hit this area transition. This is a thing that's only true in area randos, where this door here will warp Azur right to exactly where he wants to be in East Meridia.
And something completely out of context. If you play Crackdown 2 on Xbox, and you climb to the top of like the tower, the good guy tower or whatever, you can dive off and jump into a silo and land directly in a real toilet. So if you didn't know about that, that's pretty silly. And yeah, you can do that on your Xbox.
Well, I guess this toilet's a futuristic one because I've never seen a toilet that looks like that, but that's what we call it.
And that's a fine name because toilets are useful. And living in the 1700s would be a lot more difficult. I wouldn't even know how to do it.
Oh, and Azur's going to check the portal before... Did he not check that one in Criteria?
I don't know. I'm still just surprised that we haven't seen a boss transition 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
Normally you find at least one of them.
Ooh, look at that gravity.
Solsky getting the gravity, and now obviously they both want to fight Ridley. Without Varia, they're gonna be having an easy, fun time.
I'm sure that's
That'll
their
be no
first
problem.
choice. Yeah.
Absolutely. We've seen all boss areas. Goodness, Nevdi, why can't you just help me pretend that I'm making sense? Maybe just a little.
I don't know. That might be an ask a little above anyone's pay grade here, Salty. I don't know.
Well, we're all volunteers, right?
Yeah, exactly. Pay grade is 0. It's easy to be above that. All right, Solsky gonna get this speed check here. Asger back in East Meridia here. Looks like heading to the boss room now. After a quick sand pit check, that was nothing.
Okay, so if I'm fixing my own wordage issue, we haven't seen what boss room connects to what actual boss yet.
Yeah,
Is that true?
that is true. We haven't seen a single boss room yet.
Okay.
This is
So,
gonna be the first.
Not a big boss, so we just know bot wounds here. But Asger took care of bot wound, no problem.
Yeah, but the only place this leads is to the Dragon room, which is gonna be
Is randomized.
But
Actually.
randomize. Ooh, space jump might mean that's the perfect time for it. Actually, right
Yeah.
before
Right before Coliseum.
Coliseum, right?
And we
I
got
always
a
get all
vanilla
those
bot
big rooms
wound.
confused. Coliseum, Cathedral, Amphitheater. They're all like big rooms that are wide open.
I think that's only one of the 56 vanilla bot wounds we're going to see in this week's races. So enjoy that. Although there's 56 matches between everyone, so that would be, what, 112 bot wounds? So, I'm sorry.
Wow. Yeah,
One of the
that's a lot
112
of
bot wounds.
I have to make a quick correction. We got a correction in chat. It's not space jump. I apologize. It's spoosh jump. That's what it's
Boost
called.
jump. Okay.
Spoosh jump.
It's kind of like the Spood
yeah.
Beaster, but a little more jumpier.
Yeah, very much jumpier. Much jumpier indeed. Yeah. farm up for that Kraid fight.
And Solsky
says chat.
and Solsky getting his Spood Beaster.
Nice.
And he's gonna beast all over the Spood.
Yeah.
Yes, Kraid is coming up here very soon for Aster. That's obviously who rented out Dragon's old apartment.
How did he get there though? Kraid doesn't have a gravity suit.
No, but he's just so big that he just walked. I think we needed some nice contractors to rebuild the Coliseum after he moved in because he just broke all the platforms.
Well, maybe that's why the Coliseum's only got half water, because maybe Kraid splashed the rest of it out when he landed his big lizard butt right in the middle of the pool of Meridia.
I don't know what we're allowed to say, Cassidy. I really don't. Maybe the uncopyrighted spoosh jump, if that's even a thing. Oh, it's Ridley.
Oh, there it is.
So
Yeah,
obviously what we wanted to see here.
definitely. Oh, I like that color of Ridley, though. I wonder what he's going to look like after he changes colors here in a minute. That coloring on Ridley actually is a lot more scary to me than the red. It looks like, I don't know, more like evil.
That is a cool color palette. I really like that.
Yeah, I guess he'll just get yellower.
As they're
so
doing
scary
a
now.
beautiful job taking Ridley out quick.
Yeah, that. Wow, it's over already?
It's
That's
over
amazing.
already. Gonna get a quick item check and then get out of here before. Oh, energy tank.
The best item at this moment. Well, maybe not the best, but a good one.
I'd be very happy to see that as Asder. 1 or 2 button miss
He's got-
inputs on the way
He's got
out.
reserves to get out anyway, but still, that's.
I thought I only
that's a
had
nice
one.
refill.
Only 1 reserve, right?
Well, but that's enough to get out of that room. But yeah.
Yeah, but what if you press the button that's not the button that you want to press? and then
I
you
think
lose
that's
more
something
health.
you and me do more than Aster.
Okay, that's a fair point.
But yeah, it does happen everywhere.
Yeah, Aster's way better at pressing buttons than I am.
Now Solski wondering, do I do it? Do I don't do it? I don't know. I'm going back and forth with my white eggplant suit. I am a little sad that we're not going to get to see the Varia eggplant, although I'm guessing it's probably red. Just a guess.
That's a good question. Although I would think Solski practices with the eggplant, so maybe we can ask him in the interview what Varia eggplant would be.
Yeah. Or if he has to do a gravity jump somewhere, we might get to see it after he gets Varia. If he gets Varia and doesn't just like tank it up and strong arm his way through Lower Norfair. Definitely
Well,
possibility as well.
He is going through the frog spoodway.
Azure back in Green Bren. I wonder, is this maybe a waterway check?
I think he just really misses Spore Spawn and wants to fight him.
I miss Spore Spawn. I always text Spore Spawn, but never responds. Just sends me like, you know, spore emojis. Just like, yeah, I get it. You're the spore guy. Plasma. Okay.
And we have charge. That's really nice.
Plasma charge. Yeah, that's not too shabby. Azure won't have to waste much time looking for ammo now. Like, at all.
Yeah, 35 supers, 40 missiles.
Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like Solski's gonna check out Mama Turtle.
Ooh, that's nice. We haven't seen that check yet. Come on, Varia, let's spice this up. Let's get some spicy racing.
Storing up one of those spood beasters to get up there faster.
Yeah, you got to spood beast all the way up. Although, yeah, without grapple,
I
I
mean,
guess.
yeah, you could hang on to the turtle, but not without grapple. Just spring ball.
Sprangle.
Not as good as autumn ball, but it works.
Summer ball.
Summer ball is way too hot. Fall ball, everybody! It's sports ball time.
No, the fall ball is space jump. Honestly, just like nope, not gonna do it. See, yeah. No, they don't have space jump. Space, I call it space drop, if you know what I mean. Space fall, get it?
Oh my goodness, check
right?
this out. Azure just found spring ball and
like,
decided that's okay.
Even with space jump that made it super simple to grab, just like, nah, no thank you.
I don't need that tech. It's okay.
Spring ball, and fall ball, or autumn ball, if you're fancy, is space jump. That's my new headcanon.
I think Tracy's favorite two items are space jump and spring ball, so I think she would just grab that every single time, right? If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, even though I'm very rarely wrong, as we've all learned.
Well, look at this here. You know, Solski does not have Spacefall and does not have Plasma, but
they're both kind of
evened up here.
They're both in the same room, so this is obviously a tie.
I mean,
oh, Ace, Ridley is dead for Asder if you want to take Ridley off the tracker on Asder's side.
Oh, right, yeah. I think the hardest boss in the game is tracking the bosses, honestly. That's my experience in tracking, at least.
That's the first time I ever helped out a tracker, because they've been helping me out for the first 3 weeks, so I felt really decent about actually helping someone else out. But we get a Phantoon fight here.
And an X-ray calamari, microwave calamari. Yeah, Azure's gonna just rip through half of the bosses now with.
Elephant Octopus Ghost is gone. Yeah, Plasma and X-Ray and Charge. That does a thing that the community likes to call microwaving. And in my microwave, I like to put those Totino's pizza rolls. And I don't know if I can say Totino's, so I'm just going to say those breaded, like, things with pizza ingredient stuffed in the middle. And I heat them up.
Someone
They're really
trademarked
yummy.
pizza. You can't call it pizza anymore. You gotta call it. You gotta call it tomato cheese bread slices.
Tomato cheese bread sauce rolls.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're yummy.
And I mean that microwave, not trivial. Look at the difference between they both went in about the same time, and Azure's already back in Meridia, while Solsky had to do the fight the old-fashioned way.
And that's just how much a microwave can help you.
Yep.
Or hurt you. Azure might have a tummy ache after all this microwaving. It's hard to say.
Calamari.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Solsky put it on the stove and fried it up, and used cooking oil and all that. So
all the microwave options do not sound very appetizing to me. Microwave shrimp, microwave calamari, like.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great.
No, I prefer the fried shrimp, which is the grapple kill, right?
I think I'm getting a little indigestion just talking about it. But yes, I would definitely go with the fried shrimp over that.
All right, now Azure's like, yeah, now I can go to ship. So, just on a boss rush now for Azure, just trying to find the bosses, find the spots.
Yeah, I already got rid of Ridley. But Ridley was at Dragon's spot, so we're going to have to find LN and get through that. Crystal Flash Ammo is looking pretty good, though. You got 20. That's what you'd want. 20 in power bombs.
Maybe needs another tank, I would say, or 2 even.
And the cool thing about Boss Shuffle is... Cool thing with Fantune Dead on Boss Shuffle is you can go check those items without having to take out whatever boss is renting Fantune's apartment.
Where do they put those ads for each other's apartments? I wonder. Metroid
I don't know.
Classified ads.
I think it's a gated community and none of us are allowed in.
A green gate, perhaps?
Maybe. A green gate glitch community where just the 4 of them talk about where they want to go.
Yeah, and I've never seen any of the bosses shoot a super missile, so they would be trapped behind the green gate. Craigslist. Axel Higgs, great. Why don't you come on up here and take over the commentating then? You beat me in the joke department, so you win my spot. I'll just go home. Wait,
Axel Higgs wins commentary for the night.
Yep.
Great to have you. Just another E-tank.
Oh, Ace said it first. All right, well.
Oh, Ace said it?
All right,
okay.
Ace, get in here. We'll switch places, and I'll screw up the tracking.
Yeah, Ace is already on track, and so it's easier to get Ace in here.
Grapple. Yeah, I have definitely regretted skipping grapple in my practice seats before. That's something I'll never do again.
Except for the next time. But we won't talk about that yet.
I was just arrogant. I was like, I don't need grapple. I've already done so-and-so. And then it's like, I needed it. And I was like, oh.
And you probably already had
5 minutes.
You probably already had Spood Beaster. So.
Yeah, Farm Beam. Don't sleep on the Farm Beam.
Okay, Solsky checking right supers.
Come on, give us something good.
And he's checking. He's checking it like 7 seconds before Azure can even get there.
Tank. I mean, if Azure's gonna suitless lower Norfair, that's welcome.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it gives you more Spood Beaster health.
always need more Spood Beaster health. I don't know if that's true. I just wanted to say Spood Beaster again.
Yes, thank you.
It's fun to say.
Okay, Solski's gonna go take care of whoever is down here, because we obviously haven't seen it yet. It's Kraid!
Yay, Kraid! The hardest boss in... Oh, no, wait. No, that's not right.
The hardest boss in East Brinstar.
Yeah.
An incompetent perfectionist is going to tell us a great story about Forgotten Highway while this pigeon takes a 20-second break. Be right back.
All right. Forgotten Highway. Once upon a time, there was a place called Forgotten Highway. It was a highway, and everyone forgot about it, and that's why it's called Forgotten Highway. No, it's actually called that because no one wants to go because it's usually much, much longer. But in these area randos, it can pay off, and sometimes it's your only way in and out of certain areas. So I've heard a lot of people calling it Remembered Highway in this deal here. But yeah, gonna get Azure back to West Meridia. Solski exploring the ship a bit. I think Azure just ducked out, so if there's something nice up here, it could help even things out. Is Remembered Highway a different spot? Oh, okay, no, I just always assumed it was a meme off of Forgotten Highway, so my bad. Yeah, Azure was like, yeah, nah. Not Green Brand. There's nothing to do here anymore.
Yeah.
He already did a waterway check. That's usually the last thing to go in Green Brand. Unless you're lucky enough to get speed. Ooh, all right. We got some good new info here. We got a croc check on Solski's side. Gonna shoot some supers into that jerk's mouth and get him to back up all the way to his own death.
And then give us Varia suit.
Yeah,
because why not?
That would be great. Maybe 3 various suits, one in each
Because we
check.
know we're spring, ball, and space jump bar, so it's probably got to be a beam back here.
Ice, okay. Not your first choice at this point, but for sure, welcome.
Oh, definitely. That gives you an easier Turian and easier Zeb skip. So I never sneeze at Ice Beam.
No,
and if I do, it's because my cat is here, not because I'm allergic to it.
I just usually hate to find ice first, because then it's just like, okay, great, now I have to shoot everything twice. Yay. But
well, actually, Dr. Acceleron, ice saves you 3.48 hours in Torian.
Only?
You were close, but that was a good guess.
Oh yeah, those PBs are nice. That's going to be another Crystal Flash for Azure down here, which is, yeah, definitely worth. More supers,
and I wonder,
less farm time.
I wonder what boss we're going to find down here in Ridley's room.
Yeah.
It's like
just Dragon, right?
It's going to be tough.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Nobody knows.
I messed up the joke.
Nobody knows yet.
Oh, no, let's start over. I wonder what... Yeah, I have no idea. What boss could it be?
It's either Ganon or... maybe the Deku tree is down here. I don't know.
Ooh, there's a wave. Yeah, I think it is going to be the Deku tree. That's who you have to fight.
Although Lemmy could also be down here.
Lemmy, yeah. Definitely. Or a Koopa Paratrooper. Maybe just a real big one.
Or if this was Mario Maker, it would be 14 Boom Booms stacked on top of each other.
think it's going to be Mike Tyson, honestly.
Okay, well the game's over then. I don't think you can beat him, especially if it's prime Mike Tyson. If Mike Tyson's 60 years old, then maybe you have a shot.
Mike
but
Tyson 2023, maybe.
2023 Mike Tyson, you have a chance. But if this is like 1987 Mike Tyson, good luck surviving.
Although Samus does have a nice helmet, which is good ear protection in that case.
That's true, but a liver punch still gonna put you down.
Yeah, like it does. Nice. It's always cool to see when people doing the suitless runs get to time their crystal flashes to places like Azure just did, where it's actually also you were gonna have to use a power bomb there anyway.
Yeah, normally you'd get some extra power bombs there and be able to do another one. But in just 2 rooms, we'll get some extra power bombs. And
yeah, in any percent, that's called power bombs of shame, because if you have to get them, that means you screwed up your power bomb count. But in Randomizer, I like to call it power bombs of glory, because you never know what's going to be there, especially in full countdown. I mean, the Varia, well, no, Varia couldn't have, but anything but Varia could have been there.
in my any percent runs, I like to call it the second power bomb pack I pick up.
In my shameful runs, I like to call it the necessary power bombs.
Okay, so we might see Dragon here. It's a big guess.
Mike Tyson, boring old Dragon. All right, game. Thanks for being predictable.
But at least for this, Crystal Flash ammo is going to be there for the way out. Can just microwave our shrimp friend.
Yep. There goes. With wave plasma, shouldn't be too hard. I think with just plasma, you can't do it in one. Like I've seen other people do it where they shoot one charge beam and then X-ray up and down instead of diagonally, because just plasma is not quite enough damage to do it all in one go, unless you do it like perfect or whatever.
I want to know what that speed boost spark is for the eggplant.
Oh wow, that's a friendly E-tank right there for Azure. That's like
Saving a bunch of ammo.
Yeah.
Although now we've learned twice is
That's
that
what
once
you
we
want.
put in that Torian elevator, it's going to refill the ammo anyway.
Yeah. Azure's looking great on ammo too. Like plenty of ammo, like to get out and Crystal Flash at least once. Well, once.
Once
Not-
is one
not
less
at
than
least
twice.
once. Only once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is one less than twice.
Is it? Numbers
Yeah.
are hard.
Let's see here. Let me carry the 1, 0. Yeah, something like that.
Wow, this is, I mean, yeah, this is a cool play on Azure's part. Like, you know, you find all the E-tanks, don't find Varia. Well, if you've got the skills, then this is the play to make. And looks like, you know, knock on wood, looks like he's got a real good shot at pulling it off here.
Oh man, my computer table's plastic. I can't even help out. Oh well. Where are we at now?
Super Metroid Randomizer race. Randomizer League 2023. Azure versus Solski. They're both playing the game and getting the items, and they're beating the bosses and trying to win. That's where we're at.
Okay, so no one has beaten Cold Stare yet.
No,
Okay.
they haven't found the hook shot.
Kind of a bummer, but I think we'll make it through. As
All right,
one room away from an energy refill.
Yeah.
Probably make it there. That's kind of tight, but not
It'd
too
be
tight
alright.
if you're good.
With a space jump, like, yeah, and speed, that should be, yeah. That room sucks without those things, though. Has Azure seen Torian yet?
I think,
Remember?
was it through Croc Torian, or is that a different seed I'm thinking about? Because I've seen so many at this point, I
Oh, the
really
Croc
don't
door.
remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember.
I thought Croc was actually, or the Croc door was actually Torian at this point, but I've watched so many of these seeds now that they're just all jumbled together.
Okay. Nevdi says in chat that Torian is just here, so Azure knows where he's going and is about to head into the final battle. The
Top of Upper
final
North Park. Okay.
face-off.
The final countdown, if you will. But don't sing it because that could get us in trouble.
I won't sing. I was singing it in my head, but I won't do it. I won't do it.
Everybody sing it in your head and just get a big smile on your face, but we'll just keep it to ourselves.
Can I sing it with all wrong notes? Nah,
Absolutely.
no one wants to hear that. Nah, no one
all the
wants to
wrong
hear that.
notes, all the wrong notes, and all the wrong words.
Here's a way to get people to tune into your broadcast. Sing off key. That always helps.
It's the second cinnamon roll. Yeah.
Alright, we got some super fun powerbomb Metroid action going on in Torian right now. Nice grouping though.
Final Countdown's actually one of my favorite songs. I used it in a high school project way back in the day.
I will always think of magic shows now, thanks to Arrested Development every time I hear that song.
You know, I actually haven't seen that show.
Oh no. Yeah. It was a good one.
Is that on one of those copyrighted streaming services? Still?
I don't know. It used to be on the TV back in the day, but I don't know where you find it these days.
Well, I'll look it up. It's always nice to have something new to watch.
It's probably on Hurler or Netflix or one of those, you know. All right. Are we gonna see a baby skip? Skip the baby. The baby.
Someone tried the Shazam. It's the final cinnamon roll, but got nothing. That's great. I told you, get your hand off my dessert.
I mean, you could use that in court. Like, it's not close enough that Shazam couldn't pick it up, and therefore it's not a copyright strike.
That's true. Shazam didn't even know what I was talking about, so how are you going to sue me over this?
Case closed, Your Honor. No baby skip, but oh well, who cares?
With the baby skip in full effect. Going back for space jump? Yep.
Space jump, yeah.
Definitely don't blame Solsky there. Getting through Coliseum
Yeah, absolutely.
is much, much easier with that.
Although he's on his way back the other way, or no? Okay, no. Yeah, he's going through it next. So yeah, definitely. The time it took to get the space jump is probably way less than you save. Falling down in the sand every 2 seconds. Although he does have grapple, but still. Ooh, look at that brain. Blue brain. I think Mother Brain's a little cold.
I think so too. It seems less intimidating here. Ridley seemed more intimidating, but Mother Brain's just like trying the nap. Can you leave me alone?
I think she needs to swap out that acid for some lava. Get some heat in this room.
And now she's super blue.
I bet her buddy Riddles could help her out with some lava.
Speaking of riddles, Solsky almost done
Yeah.
with the Pelican. Hopefully very shortly here, because the heat damage is piling up.
Yeah. I think he's good, though. Oh, he doesn't have plasma, too. Yeah, that sucks. Boom.
Okay, and we know that there's an E-tank behind the door here.
Yeah, he's
Hopefully
got two reserves. So
hopefully Solsky can get out. This is going to be tight.
Drops. Yeah, no, he'll be fine.
Okay, there we go.
The drops saved him there. Yes.
Definitely. No, get that.
Leave.
Okay. Like, we all know Aster's that mother brain, but we don't want to see you drop one here.
Yeah, what a flex that would have been, though, right? Like, just like
I don't need it. I'll just farm like 7 supers in a second, no problem. Oh, there's 5 right there. I didn't know those were at precious, but
it's a good get. Especially at this point, if Solsky doesn't find plasma, going to Mother Brain with Charge Ice Spazer, yeah, it's like it's okay, but it's definitely not ideal. So more supers means less time.
well, unfortunately we still have to go through Lower North Fair and finish off Dragon.
Sure, but I mean, thinking after that, rather. Hey, that Metroid, that baby looks vanilla on Astro's side. No fair. I thought you had a palette swap here. Oh, now it's not so vanilla. In the middle, it started looking vanilla-ish.
I'm gonna ask Android Dreams if the next time he runs this game with Ronald McDonald, he can make the baby Metroid like a giant McDonald's milkshake.
That turquoise brain. To go with that turquoise tower.
And now we just have an escape and a little bit of steam standing between Asder and a dot done.
Unless
and
there's
I haven't
a secret boss coming up the tower. Have to fight Ridley again all of a sudden for no reason.
Not unless you're Zeus, then you feel like saving the animals.
Oh, good,
But-
the game's over. Nope, Ridley fight. Enjoy.
Yeah, this is a very, very clean run from Asder.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Player of Asder's caliber. We don't expect any less, but it's still not easy to do what was done. And well, we have a little bit of time during this escape. Please shout out to our tracker, Ace. He did a fantastic job. Incompetent Perfectionist. And these 2 runners who are very talented, run a lot of rando, have a lot of fun on their streams doing ROM hacks and randomizers, Asder and Solsky. And hopefully we'll get both of them in for an interview in just a few moments.
Yeah, both amazing players. Put on a great show. I knew this was going to be a great race. And that is a GG for Asder with a race time of 1:02:39. Actually, 2 seconds shorter than what the count his timer says there. But GG, very, very, very well played. It was amazing to watch.
Very solid randomizer time.
Look at that loadout. Everything in an hour or two. Pretty impressive. Speaking of which, we have Asder joining us in chat. Hello, GG. Really amazing run.
Where is my laser for Mother Brain? What the heck?
Well, you can't win them all, you know? Even though you did win, you can't win them all. But, you know, that was great. We were talking about the Lower Norfair play. I think someone in chat said they hadn't seen a suitless Lower Norfair in this season yet, so that really worked out for you. this time.
One of today's lucky 10,000.
Yeah. So how did you? I mean, how were you feeling? Were you feeling pretty good?
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good. I think I made very few routing mistakes and execution mistakes that I was unhappy with.
Yeah.
My biggest fear was that he did early X-ray and Varia was there or something, but everywhere else I felt like I hit the pass that would have an advantage. And one of the biggest things that I think helped me was that when I went to the Greenbrand elevator, I took the save, and since that was Main Street, I was able to follow that funnel down to check the Meridian map transition with the save as backup, and that told me it was back a wrecked ship. And then later on, when I was only missing 2 dead ends, I realized that the front of wrecked ship had to be a dead end, and since it was 50-50 gonna be Crate or Croc, I had to double back and check the other West Brady entrance I was missing to see if that was Crate or not, and that saved me a lot of time.
Yeah, no, that was great.
I'm also glad Duck got to point out all my mistakes in chat.
Yeah. What are teammates for, right?
I mean, I made it easy on him so that he was actually able to point out all the mistakes.
Yeah. Well, we weren't talking about those so much. We were just we'll leave that to your teammates to tell you what you're doing wrong. We were all just like, okay, yeah, cool, this is awesome, amazing. But yeah, really well done. I felt like it was I was like watching a tutorial of like how to randomize slightly with this run, because like you said, all the routing and the execution were just on point pretty much the whole time. And even, you know, some of the best players in the game can't always achieve that, right? And so when you do, it just feels really good.
Yeah, I was pretty happy. I was pretty confident that the way that I did some practice, and it kind of told me the way that my routing philosophy approaching this is likely to work out for me. So I felt good about these settings. And one of the big things is like I went down and up the Greenbrand elevator, and I was just me not paying attention.
Yeah.
I meant to go somewhere else. I just autopiloted.
Yeah, you did get a few salty words from chat about that. There was a few like, what's this? You know, some talk about the timing of elevators and all that, but you know, no one's perfect, right? But anyway, so yeah, amazing. Salty, you got anything you want to ask? Anything you want to say?
No, I don't have any big questions. I thought that was really fun to watch. Asder, you're a great player. It's always cool seeing you play. Very, very few mistakes, and I learned a lot just from watching you. You and Solsky have a long history of ROM hacks and randomizers, and a lot to learn here for a newer player like myself. So it was a lot of fun to be able to do this, and just want to thank you for a great race.
I'm gonna steal F Junk Dump's joke from chat. Salty, would you say it was a coup match?
You're pretty cute, you guys. Yeah, pretty cute.
I'll get it, pigeons, coup, right? Anyway, okay, cool. Yeah, so I mean, I really don't know what else to say without, you know, devolving into like, let's talk about how great everyone is. But I mean, it was just, yeah, it was on point. It was a pleasure to watch. I mean, both you and Solsky were doing amazing, and Solsky was not so far behind you for most of the time as well, but just worked out in your favor this time.
There was a lot of pressure for me going into this race because I lost to him in the SMZ3 championship a few years ago. I still haven't heard the end of it.
Grudge match. Yeah.
But also because this was my first match this season, and my team has gone 5-0 before me. So if if I screwed up for them on my first match, that's not gonna be a good look.
Well, I was making plenty of SMZ3 references, but that's okay. You came out on top, so it didn't come back to bite any of us.
Well, and also, haven't you won one of these here things before, Asder? Like, haven't you been the champion of this whole thing one year in the past, or no?
I was champion of season 2 with back when it was solo. It was me versus Kip, which it's a classic apparently.
That's also got to help with the pressure, right? You know, it's like, okay, champ, now it's your turn.
Yeah,
Don't screw it up.
Like my team lost to him last season. Or my team lost to his team last season, and it was kind of funny because Kip and I both lost all the finals matches we played in that season, so it felt kind of bad for both of us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said earlier, they don't call them the Muscle Club because they're weak, you know. So it's formidable opponents.
Honestly, like looking at this cross division matchup, like cross division matchup's a little scary because like there's more pressure riding on it because you're not like I don't know, it's like I think it can make or break how you do in like your own personal division. Kind of it's, but some of it was the fact that like my team is like an SMZ3 theme team, and so is theirs. So now there's like kind of pressure for that title as well.
Yeah, take this grudge across all the games, and yeah. The battle that lasts for eternity, and I'm here for it. I'm ready to watch all those battles if they're going to be even half as good as this one.
You and Duck did a great job today, so you got the bragging rights for this season. Don't have to worry about any cross-divisional stuff now. It's just your own division. And finish off the rest of the way, I believe.
I pity the fool who has to face the A team next, that's for sure. But, you know.
Also to MST, that is how you do a Mother Brain fight when you're missing a suit.
Yeah. That's something else I had forgotten about until you just now when you mentioned that. It's like we were talking about, how many E-tanks you're going to need to get through Lower Norfair and blah, blah, blah. But without Varia, you've got to have at least 7. So those are not optional.
6, but yeah.
6. Oh, I thought it was 7. Okay.
7's for stand-up, but like 6 is what you need to survive the Rainbow Beam.
Without Varia. Okay, cool. Well, take it from the winner here. That's the right number for sure. Yeah.
Thanks for the crew commentating, IP and Pigeon, and Ace for tracking.
Yeah, anytime. It's a lot of fun. I love doing this.
Definitely a ton of fun, and Ace had to do it because Ace is your teammate. So otherwise, it'd be a little bit of an issue there.
Yeah, the low man on the totem pole and 2 people performing today. So all right, get to tracking then.
No, Ace has been great. He's been winning. So all you guys have been.
I just meant the low man this week, not
overall, just this week.
Just because not playing, right? You get your bye week. But yeah, exactly. Like Tracy said, Ace needed something to do this week. Well, that was a good one to track. So, last thing I have to say is just thanks, Asger. Thanks, Solsky, for an amazing race. Thanks, Salty, for hanging out with me and being dumb with me. And thanks, Ace, for tracking, Speed Game, the organizers, chat, everyone. Asger, do you have any last words?
No, that's it. I'm glad it was a good race. Solsky's a scary opponent. And looking forward to the rest of the season.
Sweet. Salty, Pigeon, you got any Pigeon words for us going out other than coup?
I just got coup, and also thank you all for being here. Chat, it's always fun. And we will see you next mission. Take care, everybody.